Hi students, in this video we shall learn about Mendel's laws of inheritance from the lesson Heredity and Evolution. The law of inheritance was proposed by Gregor Mendel after conducting experiments on pea plants for 7 years. The two experiments, that is monohybrid and dihybrid cross, has led to the formulation of Mendel's laws known as laws of inheritance, that is law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. What is law of dominance? According to this law, any organism which is heterozygous for a trait, only the dominant allele will show a phenotype character. You'll understood? According to this law, any organism which is heterozygous for a trait, only the dominant allele will show a phenotype. For example, if we take height of the plants, height of plants is expressed as tall and dwarf, children. Tall is dominant over dwarf. Tall is expressed as capital T, capital T. Tall is expressed as capital T, capital T. And dwarf is expressed as small t, small t. So these are genotype characters, children. Or you can have tall over capital T by small t is the trait for height of a plant, children. So when you take the height of a plant, so capital T is the tall character which is expressed and small t is expressed as dwarf. Understood, children? Height of the plants is expressed as tall capital T and dwarf small t and small t. When we cross these two plants, children, when we cross these two plants, all the plants are tall. So all tall plants expressed as capital T small t genotypically. You'll understood, children. So here, though there is recessive character small t, but capital T, that is tallness, is dominant and all the plants will express tall character. That shall take one more example, children. The gene for a seed color in pea plants exists in two forms. There is one form of allele for yellow seed color, that is seed color yellow capital Y and green color small y. You all understood, children? So in this example, we can see the allele for yellow seed color is dominant, whereas the allele for green color is recessive. When the alleles of a pair are, here you can see heterozygous pair, children, that is yellow and green, but we can see here yellow and green color. Here the yellow color is dominant and it is expressed in F1 generation, whereas the green color is recessive. It is present but the character is not expressed. You'll understand, children? The character which is expressed in F1 generation is called as dominant, and this law is called law of dominance. Though recessive character is present, but the character which is expressed is called dominant, and this we call it as law of dominance. And the second law is law of segregation, children. According to this principle, during the production of gametes, you know what are gametes, children? They are the sex cells. So during the production of gametes, the two copies of each hereditary factor get segregated or separated. So what do you mean by segregation, children? Separation. So the two copies of each hereditary factor get segregated so that the offspring acquires one factor from each parent. Here in this law, we can see that each specific organism carries two alleles for one trait. Each specific organism carries two alleles for each trait and that these alleles divide or separate during meiosis. So meiosis is a cell division, children, which takes place during reproduction. So that each gamete comprises of only one of the alleles. An offspring thus gets a pair of alleles for a trait by acquiring homologous chromosomes from the parent organism. One allele for each trait from each parent. Law of segregation states that the factors or alleles of a pair of segregate from each other during gamete formation in a way that a gamete receives only one of the two factors. The gamete receives one of the two factors. They do not show any blending or mixing. It is also known as law of purity of gametes, children. So the law of segregation is also called law of purity of gametes. Here no blending or mixing of characters takes place. We can see the factors or alleles get separated from each other during gamete formation. This we call it as what? Law of segregation. According to this law, children, 4 concepts we can study. The first is a gene can exist in more than one form or alleles. The second one, an organism inherits 2 alleles for each trait. An organism inherits 2 alleles for each trait. When sex cells are produced by meiosis, allele pairs separate, leaving each cell with a single allele or each trait. So during meiosis, the allele pairs or the characters get separated. And when the 2 alleles of a pair are different, one is dominant and the other is recessive. You all understood, children? So this law we call it as what? Law of segregation. And the last law is law of independent assortment, children. It is based on inheritance of 2 genes. Law of independent assortment is based on inheritance of 2 genes. The genes randomly rearrange in the offsprings, producing both parental and new combination of characters. Therefore, the inheritance of one character do not affect the other character, and both the characters assort independently. So this principle describes how different genes independently separate from one another. Here we can understand how the genes independently get separated from one another when reproductive cells develop. According to this law, children, the alleles of 2 or more different genes get sorted into gametes independently. They get separated into gametes independently from one another. In other words, the allele a gamete receives for one gene does not influence the alleles received for another gene. The allele a gamete receives for one gene does not influence the allele received for another gene. This law of independent assortment states that when 2 pairs of traits are combined in a hybrid, that is heterozygous, segregation of one pair of character is independent of the other. So one pair of character is independent from the other. This we call it as law of independent assortment. Now we shall see some of the most likely questions, children, from this concept heredity. The first question is, what are the 3 laws of inheritance proposed by Mendel? What are the 3 laws of inheritance proposed by Mendel? The 3 laws of inheritance proposed by Mendel are law of dominance, law of segregation and law of independent assortment. So which is the universally accepted law of inheritance? Law of segregation is the universally accepted law of inheritance. Why? It is the only law without any exception, states that each trait consists of 2 alleles which get separated during the formation of gametes, and one allele from each parent combines during fertilization. Now the next question is, why is the law of segregation known as law of purity of gametes, children? The law of segregation is known as law of purity of gametes because a gamete carries only a recessive or a dominant allele, but not both. Here mixing or blending of traits doesn't take place here. So the gametes carry a recessive trait or a dominant trait, and that's why it is called law of purity. The next question is, why was the pea plant used in Mendel experiment? Why was the pea plant used in Mendel experiment? Because Mendel picked a pea plant for his experiment because the pea plant has different contrasting characters, children. It can be grown easily in large numbers and its reproduction can be manipulated. Also, pea plant has both male and female reproductive organs, so they are self-pollinate as well as cross-pollinate. Okay, children, the next one. What was the main aim of Mendel's experiment? The main aim of Mendel's experiment was to determine whether the traits would always be a recessive. Second one, whether the traits affect each other as they are inherited. And the next, whether the traits could be transformed by DNA. You all understood, children? I hope you have understood what are the laws proposed by Mendel based on monohybrid and dihybrid cross. See you in the next video. Thank you.